Doctrine and Devotion's 4th annual conference is going down September 18th and 19th in Geneva, Illinois. I know you guys have been waiting for it. Stay tuned for more details, but let me just tell you this right now. It's on Covenant Theology, Sam Renahan. Head on over to doctrineanddevotion.com/conference for more details. Welcome to Doctrine and Devotion. It's a podcast that explores Christian faith and practice from a Reformed Baptist perspective. My name is Joe Thorne. I'm the lead pastor of Redeemer Fellowship in St. Charles, Illinois.
And I'm Jimmy Fowler, executive pastor at Redeemer Fellowship.
It got hot.
What?
It got hot in here. We don't have the air on.
I wasn't even going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So we recorded Monday's episode, and then Joe stood up and took his shirt off.
I popped it off. You know what? I popped off my shirt.
No, you just like
Jerry Falwell Jr. does on the yacht. That's what I do.
And now you're in this black. What would you call it, Brian?
What's your name? Jimmy?
Jimmy, yeah, thank you. That was very nice.
I got a little confused. What would you call this kind of a t-shirt that I'm wearing right now?
Oh, that's a sleeveless undershirt.
A sleeveless undershirt. Well, it's not exactly a sleeve. It's not merely a sleeveless, because you can buy a t-shirt that's a crew neck that simply has its sleeves off. But
it's more like a tank top. It's more like it's a tank top undershirt.
Yep.
Yeah. What other name were you thinking?
Oh, I just know what they're called colloquially and have been called in the past. Different things.
Oh,
Joey, sorry.
Used to be called that a long time ago. Italian tee. That's what it's called. My Italian neighbors, they used to say that. Yeah, that's what they call it. Nobody calls it that anymore. They used to call it a wife beater.
For
some reason, all of the terms for this kind of t-shirt are offensive. There isn't a polite one.
No, I felt like my tank top one was a good. It's
a tank top.
It's a tank top.
But that sounds like a girly shirt. It's not a girly shirt.
Kind of.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because it's
manly.
No. It's those that think they're manly. It's overcompensating.
For what?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm like, oh, good. I'm all ripped, jacked.
What?
Yeah, man. I got the HGH going. What do you mean where? It's all muscle all over.
Wait. HGH?
Human growth hormone. Yeah, that's how I stay ripped like all those big boys in the movies. Discipline and drugs. That's how.
Okay.
So no, I'm a little doughy, but I got too hot. I had to pop it off.
You popped it off, man. You ripped that thing off.
I know. And now I feel much better.
Yeah, you look more relaxed.
I do. Well, no air. We don't have the air on.
No. Why do we turn it on? Oh, for recording?
It was never on.
You never turned it on?
It was cooler today.
It is nice today. It was a pretty nice day.
So, we were thinking about what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we don't frequently plan the Thursday episodes.
It's kind of whatever's on our mind.
Yeah, right? And so we were talking.
Sometimes that gets us in trouble.
Yeah, like when I start calling t-shirts by their old traditional names. Somebody will be mad. But we were talking about the current situation that the world is in our context, American culture, COVID, politics, November, even my 10-year-old kids like, when's the election again? I'm like, it's because November.
Which one's asking?
The 10-year-old.
Yeah. So
which one is that?
Yeah.
What's his name?
So obviously that's Bonger.
Yes, it is. Okay. Good guess.
Yeah.
I get your kids' names. I was like, no, I know who they are.
Yeah.
So
even Bonger understands that all of a sudden COVID's going to disappear in November.
Well, that's no. He's
who is he listening to? Is he listening to Alex Jones again?
No, he doesn't listen to that. He listens to us. Bonger listens to the podcast.
Hey, Bonger.
Yeah.
Such
cheers
a smart
to you,
kid.
Bonger.
Cheers.
No, he wants to know because of the election. That's what he's like. What's going to happen? I said people are going to lose their mind.
Yeah.
And that's what we started talking about is so let's just record it. We'll have a conversation about, what'd you call it?
Preparing for the fall.
Preparing for the fall. And I think this is a really good subject because, there will be a fall of America and we need to prepare for that by buying lots of food that you can keep in a store to keep for 25 years. I can give you some links. Preparing for the fall means having, obviously enough of firearms for self-defense. You want to have a bug-out bag. You want to have a bug-out vehicle. You want to have routes and physical maps in case there's an EMP.
So I'm a little confused right now because I don't know if this is a bit or if you're serious.
Well, you were saying the fall, and that's what I thought we were talking about.
Like you blur this line.
Oh, I don't blur a line. I color right inside. All inside.
Like where I can actually, I see you
in my t-shirt,
with a bug out bag.
Yeah. Well,
Do you have a bug out bag?
You got to be prepared.
Do you have what kind of? Well, you know what? Okay. I want to hear this.
Okay.
Do you have a bug out bag?
Nope.
What kind of bag do you have?
Get out of Dodge bag? No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I was like, all right.
No, the whole. Okay, nobody cares. I was going to go to the whole bug out bag. People get really into the bug out bag, but here's the thing. I got a family. A bug out. If we did have to leave, if there was some catastrophic event and we had to leave our house, a bug out bag is not going to be very useful.
I want you to know now that if this everything locks down again, I'm gonna rectify my first mistake,
which was
I should have quarantined in Jamaica.
Yeah. You can just Skype in, Zoom in. Yep.
I'm there.
Take me with you. So when you were talking about the fall, in all seriousness, you were talking about the season, like preparing for the fall because we have certain expectations or anticipations about how things might go.
Yeah.
They might not pan out the way we think.
No. And I think even today I had some friends of mine from
Jamaica,
London.
Oh.
We're texting back and forth and just talking about like what's the fall going to look like for them, right? Like they've got 2 kids as well, older, high school, and a lot rides on for over there. There's some testing and schooling, placements for colleges and universities, and it's really important for the youth there, right? And how is that going to affect them in how they're trying to, what are they missing out by learning at home, right?
Right.
And not having that. I mean, it's different. It's different. I mean, and I'm not. That's no disrespect to those that are homeschooling, because I think you've had time to prepare for that. Right. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But for me,
the majority of the people that would have to do it,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
And Michelle and I had a rude awakening because we had to consider. We're like, man, maybe would homeschooling be all right? Because we can homeschool anywhere then. We can go to Europe, we can go to Jamaica, we can go wherever, whenever.
Right.
And the kids can go. We can get like the cheap flights and everything.
Bug out bags.
Bug out. You could, and we could do, but man.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We were horrible.
Yeah.
I was horrible. My poor wife had to pick up so much slack and fix my mistakes.
And that was just finishing up the year.
I felt horrible for her.
It's really hard. I mean, so people that have been homeschooling, they're in a sweet spot.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. And now people are like, oh, hey, can you help us? We used to make fun of you, but will you actually help us now? Because we all have to homeschool to some degree. Yeah. Even the kids that are going back to school here in America, around here, like my son, he's in high school. He'll be going 2 days a week, and the rest will be online.
Yeah.
And Jen just decided I'm taking the 2 little ones and we're going to homeschool them again because she can do a better job than what they're going to offer. They're
the hybrid.
Yeah. It's just not. It's not.
Yeah. And listen, hats off to those that can, man. I'm telling you now, I a lot more. I respected homeschool parents.
Yeah.
It went to a whole new level when I messed up at home.
Yeah. It's hard. It's beautiful, but yeah, this is so people are expecting to go back to school, but they're starting to realize like, well, okay, not so much. And it's particularly hard, especially when both parents work. What if you are dependent upon 2 incomes and you've got kids that have to learn from home? They need supervision. If they're in high school, they're fine.
Yeah, but
like if they're little kids,
the age, right? Yeah, right, age. If they're younger, they can't be left home alone to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So then, how is that going to be? I know some places. I know of a large company in the U.S. that
Pillsbury,
not Pillsbury,
okay,
but they're anyone that is not needed at the factory or in their facilities,
okay,
like they're not working machines and stuff like that. Office personnel, there's no longer offices. Indefinitely, no offices.
So are they working from home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From now on, COVID, no COVID, you're home.
I think that's a good thing that's happened is a lot of companies have realized we can actually let a lot of these people work from home, decrease our office space and what we're renting, save money.
So and that's exactly what they're trying to do because they're owned by a private equity firm that I think is going to try to turn them around and sell them in about a year.
Private equity firms, yeah.
And so I think they're looking to flip this. Now, who I do feel bad for is because along that same line are office personnel, like assistants and things like that they're managers and bosses have learned, I can do this without you.
Yeah.
Now those are the individuals I'm like, where do you go from there?
That's hard. It's
hard,
impacting
right?
a lot of people.
Like even I got it. Well, no, then they don't. Like my lawyer, right? He's like, man, I got 2 assistants. Realized didn't need them. I'm like, yeah, but she gets me all the stuff I need. He's like, yeah, I could do it too. I'm like, yeah. Keep
and
her,
it's
though.
like, it might be a little more work for him, but when the company has to save money, they have to make those cuts. And yeah, I mean, when you don't have the overhead, right? When you don't have the space that anymore, out of necessity, you figure out like what you can do.
No, and I mean, I've thought of that, like even for my own, because it's like, is it better? Should I work from home kind of a thing? Like, am I going to save money? I can't do it. I can't do it. Plus, I always you
can't yell at people virtually over Zoom. You got to get in their face. They got to feel the spittle coming from your beard.
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm in an industry where like I got to be hands on.
Yeah,
that's just my style.
You're also the guy that I'm not trying to be weird about it, but like you're the guy that's going to say the thing, and that's the thing that's going to be done. Like you kind of need to be where you need to be in a lot of those situations.
Yeah. So now for people, how are they, going to prepare for those that do have to go back and don't have an opportunity to work from home? They got young children. What is that going to mean for them, right?
They're preparing for the fall, so some people are optimistic. I think a lot of people are realizing like, okay, well, the school thing, we not so optimistic about that anymore. People are preparing for maybe no return to jobs. How many restaurants? Tens of thousands of restaurants are not going to.
I heard 30% are going to be gone.
Yeah, and not reopen.
And I got to find that number. You know what?
My wife tracks all that stuff, so she was telling me, but I don't remember either.
Yeah. You don't remember hearing 30%?
No, she gave me a number in America, the number of restaurants. So they gave an actual number. But the point is like a lot of businesses are closing. A lot of people are out of work. And how do you prepare for that without losing your mind? Plus, like Bonger keeps bringing up, election.
Oh, yeah.
And not the doctrine of election, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When's Biden going to get out of his bunker? He's got his bug out bag.
Oh, he's just bugged out. No, he's just... I mean, you've been watching the videos of him?
What, the one where he's like...
All of them. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I just sent Steve one today. I didn't send it to you.
Oh.
You're busy.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's I love inside jokes.
Yeah.
It's not an inside joke. I wish to be a part of one day.
Yeah. Listen, all I do is hear about your inside jokes with your special friends that you go to dinner and birthday parties with.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, you know those people.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The Earls and the Hussies and I don't know. It's like, got like,
I just don't know what to say to you.
Yeah. Well, how about, why don't you join us? You could say that.
You really want to come?
Try it.
All right. Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing Saturday night?
That's a rude question. That's not how you ask. You might ask me to move your piano.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, here's what you do. Here's how you invite people. You say, you never say, hey, what are you doing Saturday? That's a rude question to ask anybody.
It is not.
That is a rude question.
Not at all.
You never ask people, hey, what are you doing Friday? None of your business. That's what I'm doing. Why? What's up? And when people ask me that, I just go, I'm not sure. Why? And then they go, because we're having a birthday party for my 2-year-old. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, turns out I'm busy.
But why? Why can't you just say, like, how about this? Fine. Okay. Let's do this. Reverse. Okay. Right? Go ahead. You do it to me. Ask me,
Hey, Jimmy, I'm going to ask you a rude question.
No, don't do it straight. Let's get this. Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy, what are you doing Saturday?
Not quite, nothing. I got nothing on my calendar. Nothing.
Cool.
Yeah. What's up?
I need you to help me move a piano.
I don't do that.
See?
No.
But now you look like a jerk.
So what? People know that. People know I don't help move. I don't move pianos. I
don't pick them up from the airport.
Yeah. People know. People know I've got my rules. And I just don't. And they don't ask.
See, I would rather pretend to be a nice person.
Why? I feel like that's lying to the individual.
It absolutely. Well, it's not lying.
Yes,
it's just not full transparency.
Okay. I'd rather just be transparent and say, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's a better way to go.
It is.
I don't know. I just don't. It's an invasive question. It's an invasive
I don't want to have to sit
What
there
are you doing Saturday?
Yeah.
So why don't you ask me? Why don't you just invite me to something? Try that.
No. Well, because that's worse to me.
No, it's way not. Hey, I'm having a celebration at my house. Going to invite some people over. We're gonna celebrate the kids' birthdays. Would you like to come? That's how you do it. You don't ask them, what are you doing?
No, but see, that's just it.
You put them in a defensive posture as soon as you do it that way.
It's not defensive.
Yeah, because then they have to justify why they're not going to come.
Why? No, you have to justify nothing. That's your time. I don't own it.
Yeah. No, but then they feel bad. Then they have to come. This is why you go to so many birthday parties. Here's the thing.
I like going to some of those. I like going to them.
You like going to what?
I like going to those.
You said some of those. There we go. All right. So let's get back to this, Jimmy. So, people are like, okay, let's just talk about the election for a minute. It's going to be a disaster either way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's going to be fallout.
People are not going to be happy.
People are, okay. if Trump wins, and I'm going to go ahead and predict it, I think Trump's going to win. Not because I think he's the better man. I'm not arguing any of that stuff. I'm just saying, I feel like I know America. I think Trump's going to get it. Now, if they had ran a different candidate, I think Trump might lose. But in this case, I
it depends on that candidate, you know.
Yeah. So, at any rate, if Trump wins, people are going to lose their minds. And if
I'm willing to call it. Even if it was another candidate, I don't think. I still think Trump would have won. Is going to win.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. Here's what I think: a huge percentage of people that are saying I will not vote for Trump are going to vote for Trump 100% and just not admit it because it's so embarrassing and taboo.
That's why it's funny to me. Like you look at the polls and you can't believe polls, but the polls always like, no, like only 30% are going to vote for Trump or something like that. And then they ask the same people, who do you think is going to win? 60% Trump. How do you go? You know what I mean? It's like, anyway, sorry, neither here nor there.
All right. So you're getting a peek into how we think about these things. We don't talk about politics a lot here on air, but we do talk about that stuff often. So, and if Biden wins, people are going to lose their minds.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I mean, people have been locked up, cooped up, losing jobs, losing money, losing freedoms, regardless of how this pans out. We better get ready for the fallout of the fall, right?
So then, Joe, like when we're talking about then preparing for that, right? And I know we joked, about the bug out bags and the bunk. What?
Who's joking?
You're telling me
what? You got to have an old vehicle that's not dependent on computer systems. So when there is an EMP, here's the thing: what you keep in your bag, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Matters. This is why so many people ask me what's in my bag. What's in your bag? What's in your bag? So I've been sharing these links, right?
I got cool stuff. I see that.
I got all kinds of stuff.
I like your videos,
medical kits.
Yep.
I got all that. Like, what's in your bag? Is your bag going to help you? Let's look what's in your bag. Hang on. Where's your bag?
Hold on.
Your saddlebag, your $8,000 bag. Hang on, I'm going to grab it. Just
hold on. Wait. You got to. That's it. But hold on. Wait. But then I get to look at yours.
What?
I get to. No. If you're going to infringe on my
what?
Right to privacy.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna look in your bag.
Okay, but I get to look at yours.
Okay.
All right.
Sure, you can look in my bag.
All right, go ahead.
My bag's cool. All right. So you got all these straps. Like, so I obviously cigars and pens. Okay, it's not going to really help you, but it's good to have. You got napkins. We've been
napkins.
Are these Taco Bell napkins?
Well, yeah, I got. Okay, I'm not done till 10 o'clock.
Wait a minute. I pulled out napkins. And I said, "Are these Taco Bell napkins?" I had no idea what they were, and then I reach in, and there is a bag of Taco Bell, and inside,
okay, it's a burrito. It's a burrito.
You have a warm.
Listen, that is because I'm not.
What kind of a burrito is this?
It's a beefy Frito.
Is that any good?
What are you doing? Are you biting? Why are you eating my? Bro, I got DG tonight. Like this is like I'm not done till 10 o'clock.
You can share a bite with me.
All right.
Why do you have a burrito in your bag?
Because I'm gonna eat later.
That is gross.
No, it is not.
That is the gross. You have a
okay. I got my water.
Burrito.
I got my water.
Nobody cares about your water.
What? What else? I mean, I just got a bunch of stuff. Whatever. What?
Is this cologne?
What do you? Okay, Joe.
What the? You have cologne samples. Clive Christian. Cologne samples in your bag.
They sent me a lot.
What in the world, bro? You've got
a lot.
Vial after vial of.
They send me samples.
Why are they sending you these samples?
Because they know I like them. And
what the heck? Oh, we're putting a picture of this up. I'm putting a picture of what's in your bag up. What? I've never seen.
Don't make fun of me for this.
This is
doing?
Sad.
No, it is
not. I don't even understand.
It depends on the.
I'm gonna spray it.
All right, go ahead. Which one did you do? Let me see that one. Let me smell. Let me see
it smells like grandma. Oh my gosh! What? Seriously, dude?
No. Ooh, dude, that's woody leather. That's a good one.
No, it's not. It's grandma.
It depends on the. Put my other ones. Those ones are actually no. Put those ones.
We've all had enough of your pheromones. Put these back.
Put those ones. Those are limited edition.
Okay, so you've got a dandy bag. You are the definition of a dandy.
No, Joe. It depends on the situation. It depends on how hot or cool it is.
Oh, it smells so bad right now.
That smells really good. I don't know what you're talking about. That is a fantastic fragrance. All right, now here. Okay, pass me your bag.
No, we're not doing the bag. No. Oh, I would, but we've actually got to get into this here, people. So I'm sorry, Jimmy. We're not going to look at my bag. Hey, but thanks for sharing your bag. That was a lot of fun. Good to see what's in your bag. And apparently, you are like a perfume spritzer. Is that what you do part-time? You go to the mall and you spray people?
No, I don't.
Oh,
they send it. Dude, it smells good. They send it to me. And listen, you'll thank me later.
Mhm.
Once you get home, you'll thank me.
I would, but my wife is at jiu-jitsu, so I'm going to get home. The dogs are going to be like, what's going on? All right, so how do we prepare?
How do we prepare?
So when we were talking about it, we thought the only way Christians can actually prepare for serious disappointment, frustration.
Your fragrance just got to me, dude. That's good.
No, it's not. It's
Bro,
so bad.
that is so good.
This is why I say you wear too much cologne.
No.
It's not that you spray too much. It's that it's too powerful. That's what it is.
Well, you got it. Listen.
You got to wear this under 4 shirts. 1 spritz under 4 shirts.
You know, you're not.
I am.
You have no shirt on.
I'm basically shirtless. Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
Continue.
Full Jerry Falwell Jr. All right, so we were talking about this, and so obviously you can prepare your kids, prepare your life, look for a new job, there's all kinds of stuff. But honestly, there's only so much that we can control. There's a lot out of our control.
Yeah.
And so we started talking about Romans 8. Right now, I know it's a lengthy passage, so why don't we take a paragraph at a time?
All right, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay, so Romans 8:18. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For the creation was subjected to futility, not willingly, but because of him who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself will be set free from its bondage to corruption and obtain the freedom of the glory of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation has been groaning together in the pains of childbirth until now, and not only the creation, but we ourselves who have the first fruits of the Spirit groan inwardly as we eagerly wait for adoption as sons, the redemption of our bodies. For in this hope we were saved. Now hope that is seen is not hope, for who hopes for what he sees? But if we have hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. We'll just stop there. Now the sufferings here are probably mostly focused on persecution, the hardships of being a Christian, and that's still relevant for us. We talked about that recently on the last episode. But all sufferings, all the pain, all the effects of the fall that impact us cause us and creation itself to groan, and that leads us to set our hope on what is ultimately true, ultimately real, and will ultimately victoriously demonstrate the glory and the supremacy of Jesus. Again, just to go back to the last episode, our eschatology becomes fundamental in preparing for the fall. And not just the fall of America. I mean, the season that we're about to enter into, which is going to be filled with a lot of disappointment for a lot of people.
Yeah, and so knowing that ahead of time, right? Knowing that ahead of time and setting our eyes on what we should be hoping for and longing for and desiring more of, I think it reorients. Is that totally. It keeps us oriented. Maybe that's a better way to say it. It keeps us oriented on what we should be focusing on, right? And looking forward to and longing for. Because, I mean, listen, despite all of the unknowns, right? Despite all the unknowns of the fall,
right?
There's things that we do know that we can look forward to.
There's a lot that relate to our faith that we look forward to. But one of the things that I think has been overlooked lately, is the 2020 Doctrine and Devotion Conference on covenant.
Smooth criminal. Theology. You are a smooth operator.
Yeah. Well, it's going down Friday and Saturday, September 18th and 19th in Geneva, Illinois at Faith Lutheran Church. These are our bros and our sisters that are leading us worship there for a few weeks. They're letting us have the conference there as well.
Man, they're so kind to us, man.
Very cool people. Now, listen, this is going to be Jimmy and I preaching a bit. But really what you're going to come for?
Sam the Man Renahan.
Sam the Man Renahan talking about covenant theology. Listen, if you're a covenant theologian, you need to hear Sam.
Yeah.
Because you need to get sharper. If you don't know or understand covenant theology, you need Sam. Because Sam has the ability to not only go deep and write and teach profoundly, but he can simplify things.
Yeah, he can dumb it down for Steve.
Oh, listen, Steve, I wouldn't give Steve the big mamma jammas on divine impassibility because he's not ready for that.
No.
You know what he is ready for? Sam's primer.
Oh.
Yeah, now that is a perfect introduction to divine impassibility. So head on over to doctrineanddevotion.com/conference. You can get all the details there. You can register. We got a bunch of people signing up. You know what? We ain't afraid of COVID. We got it covered, man. We'll keep everybody safe. We'll get in there. We'll do our thing. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be sanitized. We're putting our protocols in place right now on how we're going to handle things. You're going to be fine.
We're not going to John MacArthur this thing. but we're not going to. Well, I'm just saying we're not, but we're also not going to go to the other extreme and like make everybody sit in bubbles. So, we got it worked out. Safe, just like we're doing at Redeemer. So check it out. You talk about how our theology orients us. Right.
Yes.
And this hope that we read about in Romans 8 orients us so that we can actually pass through the wilderness of our afflictions without losing our way. Like if you were to look in my bag, one of the things that you'd find in my bag is a good compass. I got a good compass in my bag.
Why?
Because you never know. That's why you never know.
Wait.
I got baby wipes in there. I got everything in there. Fire starting tools.
Hold on.
I got everything in my bag.
When have you ever found yourself lost to the degree that you're like, better get my compass out?
Never. But when it happens, who's going to have a compass?
There's an app for that.
No. What if there's an EMP and it wipes out all electronics all across America and all you have are like these, what do you call it? Lo-fi tech sort of stuff.
Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to hear this scenario.
Okay.
I want to hear this scenario because you know what? Even if an EMP went off here, you're telling me you can't figure out your way home?
No, it's not about getting home. It's about getting to your safe space. Now, here's the thing. So
hold on, safe space.
Safe space. No, not like
define. Okay,
define. A place that's far remote that you can get to that will have a group of other people in which you can form a little community.
Okay.
And fight off the zombies or whatever is out there.
Okay. So yeah.
So I'm going to the Hooses. Like we've already got it mapped out. We got a printed map. We know how long it would take us to walk there.
Darn it.
Yeah, it would take us about 12 hours to walk there.
Well done. Because I was about to say, it doesn't matter to have a compass if you don't even have a safe place. Because you don't even have a safe place.
Yeah, we do.
When did Andrew invite you?
Oh, he didn't. I'm just taking over.
Okay, I'm about to say, because Allie and I have already discussed this.
Yeah. Oh, listen, you are not surviving the apocalypse. You'll be gone day one.
No.
Day one.
No, because I'm hitching. I'm hitching myself to Allie.
Yeah, you'll get picked up by a bunch of cannibal zombies.
No, Allie will protect my family.
Okay, Allie is dangerous.
I know.
But you won't make it to her house. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm going to make it.
You'll never make it.
Not in my car.
All right. So my point is that theology like this is a compass, right? So you know where you're going, you know what direction you're supposed to go because of our doctrine, this future glory that we're waiting for. And even in the midst of all of this trouble, Romans continues and continues to encourage us on how to persevere through this in the midst of our weakness.
Verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know what to pray for as we ought, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words. And he who searches hearts knows what is the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for the saints according to the will of God. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. For those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, in order that he might be the firstborn among many brothers. And those whom he predestined, he also called. And those whom he called, he also justified. And those whom he justified, he also glorified.
Bada bang.
Bada bam.
Jeez. That's huge because in the midst of our trials and tribulations, we are weak. We are hurting. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to say. We're not omniscient. We're finite, fallen, crummy little petty babies. And we freak out at everything. Look at what we're doing in America right now. Everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
And so
turning on each other.
Oh my gosh.
It really is.
It is.
It's the purge.
It's like the purge, and it's like, of course, the Christian purge is the worst because they only do it online. But anyway,
they only do it online.
Oh,
You'd rather they do it in person, like actual purge.
I would rather them.
You'd rather there be a physical purge than a virtual purge.
I would rather them not be sniping online at all. But it just bothers me that they're always such big talkers online. I don't like it.
All right.
So, what were we talking about?
Purging.
So we are weak and we're frail and we don't know what to do. And then the Lord says, I'm going to help you. Not only do you have this future hope that you're looking forward to and all creation is longing for.
Yes, I love it.
I'm going to help you in the midst of your weakness.
You have this future, future hope, but the present help.
Yep.
This future hope and promise.
Yep.
But his present presence.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Did that work?
Preach.
Did that work?
Jimmy's, that
worked.
That'll preach.
That'll preach.
So he hasn't left us alone. And we have this thing. Listen, don't make light of verse 28. I honestly, I am getting tired of people that's like, oh, that's just a verse people throw at people. Listen, it's one of the most important verses for our faith.
I'm going to read it.
Go, read it.
And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good.
What?
For those who are called according to his purpose.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. All things?
All things work together for good.
Most things. Most things.
All things.
No, is that most thing? I think in the Greek it says most things.
No.
Some things.
No.
Like you like some birthday parties. Got you.
Dude, that was such a Freudian slip.
Oh,
dude,
I know.
For all things work together for good.
Even our affliction, even the pain, the disappointment, the frustration, the
COVID,
kids, school, jobs, that doesn't make light of our suffering. It gives meaning to our suffering.
Yeah.
It leverages our suffering so that we aren't overwhelmed by it, so that we can actually look at it and go, this is terrible. This is painful. I hate this. These are bad things that are happening. And yet God will use it for my good, for my becoming. That's huge.
Yeah. And it's for all those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Called according to his purpose.
Yeah.
So even understanding in the midst of this that our Lord is sovereign and in control and in charge of all things.
I love it. And what the part of that purpose, right, is listed out there in verse 30, right? Predestined, called, justified, glorified, glory. That's where you're going. So all of the afflictions that we're experiencing now are part of the process that leads us to glory. And one of the things that I've seen, especially in older saints that have weathered all of the storms, they wouldn't be the godly men or women that they are today without the afflictions, without the sufferings. God uses that as a part of the sanctification process. That's what I see. And it encourages me greatly. So, we've got a lot of things to look forward to, and we got a lot of things to be concerned about. I don't take the state of our country lightly. I'm concerned about it.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I am sure of is what Paul says here in Romans 8, that even if the world is against us, God is for us, and nothing can separate us from the love of Christ. Not tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword. None of these things can separate us from the love of God. That's our hope. That's our confidence. That's the orientation that you were talking about that helps us to navigate through this fall.
Well, we'd love to hear your thoughts. You can follow us online on Instagram and Twitter at Doc and Devo, or on Facebook /Doctrine and Devotion. You can head to the website, drdevotion.com. There you can... What are you doing?
It smells so bad.
No, it does not.
Oh,
Don't
my gosh. Blow your smoke on me. This is terrible.
No, there you can contact us. You can sign up for the email blast or hit up the store, jofostore.com, and grab some gear. Fresh pod every Monday and Thursday. Blog post on Wednesdays. Later.